So today with us we have Ms. Shivangi, our alumnus from batch 2005-2007. She is currently working as a planning manager for Fashion Big Bazaar. This is her second instinct with SBG, and you should know that this profile of planning, being a planning manager, is controlling everything in its whole. And she has also worked as a planning head for kids wear apparel and lifestyle. She was also the part of core team for lifestyle for setting up the online channel. Also, she played crucial role in planning and designing the merchandise planning software tool for the customer and learning engagement tools. So, and she has a rich, more than 12 years of experience in retail merchandising and planning. So, I hope this is going to be a very learning webinar for all of us. Over to you, ma'am.
Thanks, Sarvesh. Thanks for that wonderful introduction. Thanks a lot. Good morning, everybody. I'm very sure everybody is keeping fine and healthy in this pandemic situation, which is very sudden right now. It's an honor and privilege to be part of college after so long. And thanks, Triple IM, for giving me this opportunity to connect with the college, with the young and budding managers, which we also used to think when we were there in the college. So it's a long time back. So today, just to brief you all, today we will cover what is basics of modern retail, what all are Sarvesh?
Yeah, ma'am. So, first of all, I would like you to share your journey after MBA, since after you completed your MBA, how you get this opportunity to work with retail and as a planning manager, since you are working as a planning manager of Fashion Big Bazaar for the complete North. So, how come you joined that and how you are managing that profile and how you went there after your MBA?
Yeah, thanks, Sarvesh. Very expected question, actually. Uh, this is retail is because of the triple I. I got my campus placement in the Big Bazaar FBB via triple IM college only. So this is an honor and this is a privilege that time I got that job. It was definitely a desired job that time because retail was booming. It was very new. People were actually learning what is retail is going on and getting into that field. It was like very challenging. Right now also definitely it is one of the desirable job as per me. Uh, when I joined initially, I got uh, job opportunities because initially you have to learn each and every aspects of the retail. So I get a store operations profile as a management training. So I work as a department manager and get to know many other things. And I believe working on these store operations actually give the right identification of the modern retail which is there in the industry, how the store actually functions, what is the requirement, because retail is about customers, retail is about people. So how people behave there, how you interact with them, what are the challenges customers faces as a team, as a store operations teams, what challenges you need to work on, which kind of communication required to be displayed on the floor so that it will be easy for everybody to shop. And they were larger business. How we should display the merchandise so that customer will get to see everything and then shop as per their need. There might be some things which they might not be aware, but because of the planogram display on the floor, you'll get to know those things. There are basic challenges in terms of customer needs. You get a direct feedback from the customer. You get a direct interaction with the customer. So I think this is the platform where it's makes a basic stepping stone for my career where I get many things learned and which I got, which helped me taking decisions later on in my life, my job profile. I've been to the store operations. Later, I moved to the cluster category profile for the Delhi region. Then I moved as a merchandiser for the corporate office. Later, I worked as Sarvesh already said. I worked for lifestyle as a kids wear planning head. I joined. This is my second instinct with the FBP. I rejoined here because of my personal choice. So I came back to North from Bangalore. During lifestyle, we were developing online business because we were thinking it's another set of store where we don't have a reach. Can we reach to those customers? So there we set the online and being a planning head here, I was the core planner for online setting, establishing, design, entire field. So it's a new way of learning during all these retail experiences because retail is something which is very new evolving every season, every year. There are changes, there are trends that varies in the market, so you need to keep on working. You can't keep one process stick for lifetime, so you need to work on those what challenges, what differences, what new things you need to. So I kept on working for the standard processes which needs to be updated as a planner, I need to work on some of the accuracy in terms of numbers. Because when we work in the system, you need a logical reasoning. So numbers is one thing which is like always my field of interest. I always love juggling around numbers. I always love analysis. So I think that's the part where I finally choose that planning is the profile which I should go in. So for that, what I could have worked. So systems which put a financial planning software systems. I worked on financial planning software systems because of my area of interest and my job profile, where you can always help. We were able to help entire team to actually structurize the system, be more accurate in systems. So this actually helps in more of logically coming out to the solution instead of intuitions, instead of guts. Yes, in retail, in every field, we have to work on intuitions, but it comes with the experience. Uh, with the retail experience, I think when I joined, it was not even a decade old industry. So everybody is learning. There was no previous history of set processes and everything. So I think there were very large opportunities available with us. We have more freedom to do any task. If any idea used to come to us, we used to implement those ideas and we used to analyze those ideas immediately. So there were definitely mistakes, there were definitely failures, but there were always authority and responsibility given to you. So it actually helps you to establish your career. So right now I am handling FBB as a planning manager for North region.
Ma'am, as you said that you have to take decisions, you have to take the responsibilities. Can you share something that you were given a responsibility, you had that idea, you had that freedom, you were given the freedom to implement your idea, and still, and that time you faced a failure. And yeah, failures, we all face failures, but if you face failure, how did you overcome that? How did you find the solution when the problem was occurred? The problem when you face a problem, how did you find the solution in that?
Right, Sarvesh. As you too is in retail industry, you understand how fast the trends, fashion trends are changing in the industry.
Yes,
Uh, every design patterns are changing. We don't know
yeah,
right now cold shoulder is in trend, and then later on there will be a spell sleeves which will be in trend. So there are so many things definitely changing, and it's a fast change. We don't we are very mass retailers, so we work on a limited number of fashion range available. So yes, you do mistakes when you work in the fashion industry, when you work in the modern industry, but and you have freedom because you have freedom. You do more of you often do more of new things, new exercises, new implementation, and mistakes are part of life. But you need to very ensure that if you are allowed to do mistakes, you have to be ensure that you will not repeat those mistakes. So
Yeah.
Documentation of those mistakes are definitely more important because otherwise it will impact your business for long run. Um, I'll just quote one example. Yes, every day there are challenges. Every day you face new problems. If you go for a new store opening or a new product launch, always there are. When later 2 3 years back when we started one promotion, which is men's shorts day, we thought let's make it big, let's make it larger than life. And it's the always a plan of the retailers to make one product or a one theme larger than life for market for the consumer. So we tried Men Short Stay, we plan everything, but it's a first attempt for us to plan something in a big quantity. Inventory is one of the factors which retailers generally afraid of to invest in single stores. So when we tried this, we have a history of selling the shorts, but we never had a history of building large inventories and then getting it off. So we planned it. We need a close coordination because here you need a market communication, you have a bigger marketing campaign, you have in-store availability of merchandise, you need a communication right in front of the section, you need a display right in the stores. So I think coordination, everything makes it success and we actually deliver it. But there are failures because every store didn't perform. So execution and getting the right update, right business in each and every store where we have 340 stores across India. It is a challenge. And putting that kind of inventory investment is a challenge. And there will definitely, because we never learned it, we never had a history. We made mistakes in some of these stores, but we learned from it and we overcome from it. So I think that's the best part about it. You can fast, you have to be very fast, prompt in your actions.
Yeah. So, ma'am, in last, since you are working in retail for more than 12 years, but in last 10 years, we have seen a visible changes in retail. It's kind of a, what we should say, it's a modern retail. Like a general store earlier, it was like we go there, we buy something, we don't get a bill, there's no queue, there's no options, or you go there, what you need, you just buy. But now, since you're working with FBB, there's a bigger section of Big Bazaar, which is like a general store. So, so how you would say that how the things have changed in the modern retail, or I would say organized retail?
Yes, of course, Sarvesh. Hope nowadays everybody is aware about the retail jargons, what is the retail, how a store functions, because now it is available across most of the cities. It is prevalent in the market. Earlier it used to be very small market. Now they have expanded a lot. But yes, if we talk about layman's language, modern retail is basically the end point where we serve the customer. So end user consumer. So who is gonna use that product? We deliver that product. So we are the end line of the supply chain. So that's the retail basic terminology. Big Bazaar function as a part of organized retail, and we call it a departmental store because uh, we provide many of the other retail requirement essentials in these stores. In a Big Bazaar format, a simple Big Bazaar format, we have three broad bifurcation where one is food, which is eatables and the personal care products. The second part is home, we call it largely, which is our home furnishing or kitchen and dining related products. And third part is fashion. Apparels, we don't use the terms in the retail terminology. It's fashion when we call it because it's for the fashion statement of the customer. So fashion where we have men's, ladies, kids, garments, apparels, and the footwear and accessories, which actually help them to enhance their public space. So that's the modern retail and Big Bazaar. We are mass value format. We are a price sensitive market, so cater to the or large customer audience. In modern retail, if you look at every what we have learned in our marketing, four P's of the word: product, price,
Yeah.
place, promotion. Yeah. So Here, the people is the first priority. Everything revolves around the people. So your price, your placements, your offerings, promotions, everything revolves around. You need to understand the customer behavior. You need to in touch with the trends and requirement of your target customer. Everything, all whatever you decide is going around the people. So that's the modern retail which is right now prevalent.
And ma'am, just now you said that like you are into a job. I'm I am being a franchisee. There, I also face a challenge to run when you run a showroom or you are working in retail. There are few challenges that we face. Being a retail employee, whether it be a ground level, whether it be in a corporate level. What are the challenges that a retail employee faces?
Uh, in retail, challenges definitely there are many trends challenges which we are not if not able to capture the right demand from the customer. But one of the biggest challenge I feel is communicating and working with many of the stakeholders. So you need to coordinate among between different stakeholders who are available, who are working close in the retail. So just for I'll just give you the details of the job structures which is available in the retail. So we know marketing, we know HR, we know IT profiles, which are very common, and everybody knows how this works. There are other profiles which is like a project or a layout manager who decides how the flow of the store should go, which product should be placed where, how the store look and feel, design patterns has to go. So this is one of the profile. There is another profile which is a business analyst profile who analyze the business, who work on the numbers, who learn the trends and give the outcome that we should go to the market. This market, there has to be mapping for the customer. This city says that yes, we can do a business. So that's kind of profile. There are profile in terms of customer behavior analysis, which says how this city will behave. What is the requirement of that city? What is the regionality factor of that city? What should we look at? There are profiles which is visual merchandisers, which is like communications within the store in a manner which will attract the customer. So earlier we used to have a communication which says men's kurta on a browser of a product. Later we started saying men's kurta at 199. Next step, we made it colorful signage. Then later stage, we made it a signage which says a product image, a model image, and the uh, price point. That's all. Everything speaks about itself. So these are the different profiles which work closely. So merchandisers who provide the merchandising to the store. So the challenge is managing all these people and getting the right execution in the store at the final point where customer is gonna because he doesn't know what is going in the bag. He what he see is availability, communication, pricing, reflection of those offers. But if it is not there, then there will be concern. So I think managing strategies, managing stakeholders, managing every steps are very critical in and yes, one very common thing, you have to work on those days where other people might be taking leaves or holidays. So Sundays or holidays are the most crowded part of the retail industry. So you have to deal with that. So that's the thing.
Being a franchisee, or even I face this thing when there's a holiday mood in whole market. I'm the busiest person at that on that day, like Sundays or any festival. So, ma'am, since you're a planner, I'm also doing this planning thing on my stores, like planning my work, planning the merchandise, everything. I plan everything. So, but you are doing it on a wider profile, wider base. So, can you please elaborate how planning plays a major role in retail? Like, planning is very important even in the life. So, but how does it play a major role in retail?
Absolutely. Sarvesh. Planning is very critical in every aspect. As you said, daily life we do plans for any. If we have to organize any event, we have to plan it in advance. If we are going somewhere, we have to shop. We will do planning everything. So in retail, this is the very important step in going ahead of the time. A fashion planner in modern retail, fashion planner works in normal time works in three seasons together. So past year, past season trends, the current ongoing trends, and the future aspects, which could be a trend. All three seasons they put together. So every time
Okay.
you have to work very close on it so that you deliver the right number, right, more accurate details so that customers or the company will get benefited and will get a right business which is needed. Being a planner, I'll break it into different parts. We have a budget, which is a target numbers planning for every store. There is a plan of analysis where I said we analyze the trends, what is going on, what was the past feedbacks of the merchandise, what the feedback of the store. All this will put together, we plan an assortment. So assortment planning is basically at a store level, plan for the quantity and the product which needs to go to the store as per the regionality, as per the customer taste, as per the purchase power of the city, as per the geographical. So all these aspects are very important part when we go for the assortment plan. With all these assortment plans, we will plan our inventory. Inventory is basically the quantities which we need to keep for a certain products at the store. So inventory is a very important thing because you can't overboard an inventory and you can't underboard. Otherwise, it will directly hit your business. Then, as a planner, we plan the store displays also, where we say store displays is how to display the merchandise, which products needs to
Yeah,
come first, what table
very
has to come
important.
in the front. So that's the display plan. Then we do some audits also so that will have a sync across. As I said, we have 340 stores across Pan India, giving the same kind of experience, giving the same kind of feel factor across so that customers will not see that that book bazaar is very different from that. You have to be very sync in terms of audit. You have to go to audit. Then there are different promotions and offers, which is basically the offers which we give it to the customer for benefit. It could be a promotional offer, it could be a liquidation offer, it could be anything. There is a festive going on, we give a festive offer. So those are offering. And absolutely, planner has to keep an eye on the profitability. So all these tasks with an ensurement that you will get the right profitability for the company. So numbers profitability is first and best for the planner. Uh, as I'm just thinking now, when as a planner we work a lot on Excel sheets, MS Excel, which you might be doing some part of, but not in a detailed one. As a MBA, if I look back to my scenario, we used to work on the PPTs or slideshows. We used to do a public speaking. We used to do present ourselves. So we were very defined, refined in those parameters. But we were never too much concentrated on the Excel work, which is right now part and parcel of the life of any of the professional industry. So, Rite, I'll urge you to actually go through in detail in the Excel because it gives you the right analysis platform where you can learn so many things. You'll have an edge from the others to go ahead to prove yourself because nobody teaches you basic Excel, basic presentation skills. So in Excel, not typing down the numbers, but yes, some bit of formula, some bit of shortcuts, some bit of learning of pivot. So, which is definitely as a management student, you should know when you go directly on. Right, Sarvesh?
Yeah, actually, I have also seen this. I have also felt this that Excel has helped me in everything, whether I am doing the analysis, the planning, the accounting, anything. Excel is there. It's a complete software in itself. Ma'am, you have also worked, you mentioned that you have also worked with the online development with with the lifestyle. So what do you think that what is the difference between the offline channel and the online channel? How online has, like, in 5 6 years we have seen online growing at a very good pace, and how it has helped growing retail.
Uh, right, Sarvesh. Modern retail is very evolving. So definitely there are things which is happening. It is about the customer experience and choices, the availability of the time they have, what is their mode of choice, how they wanted to go. So, as a brick and mortar retailer, Big Bazaar or Lifestyle or Shoppers Stores, we always believe that customers should come to us. They should get the physical experience of these stores because there we definitely an edge to communicate with the customer, to get the right feedback from the customer. You always have an edge to sell them many of more other products. You always have competency to tell them new product features, uh, which it's a personal connect. You build it for long term so that they will be loyal to you, and you get a regular connect with the people. You get a regular business with the customer. Online, definitely, uh, as a brick and mortar again, we always thought online business as an extension of the current stores where we don't have a reach of our customers, the product which we might not be able to provide them some of these. So that's the part which we used to see. Yes, it is a convenience and ease for a customer from online point of view. But now, if we look at the current situation, current COVID situation, pandemic, which we never expected, now we can't pull more of crowds in these stores. So everyone is looking for some channels where they can go, they, they can move to the customer instead of customer coming. So everybody is exploring, and I think this is definitely a good medium to connect with most of the customers. Maybe we also, because are also we have started online platform because you have to go to the customer if they can't come to you. You have to increase your base. You have to innovate yourself. You have to innovate any of the means where you can go and face, you can get the right connectivity. But yes, online again, it's not a competition. It is part and parcel of the business line. The customer choice what they want to do. It's their freedom, their convenience.
Ma'am, like, the markets were closed. We can see that COVID-19 has been is going on. Everybody is facing problems. Everybody is afraid of this kind of, the things are going into the market, into the every house, everything. And the markets are open almost after more than 2 months. So what are the new challenges that we are going to face as a retailer? Like, I am also facing in like, there are new work instructions, and my experience is like people are not there. The customers are afraid of coming to the shop. Even the companies, like the brands are saying, the seniors are saying that please avoid, if the customer is wants to try, just convince him without his trial. Things are changing. Like earlier we used to say कि customer को पहले try कराओ, but now things are, no, just avoid the trial. So what are the new retail challenges
You are
after this post COVID?
right, Sarvesh. COVID is precautions of COVID is are actually new normal nowadays, and hyper hygiene active is the new normal. So, yes, we have to build the confidence. Whosoever is coming actually taking a faith in us. So we have to ensure that we'll follow those rules which is needed, precautions, hygiene factor which is needed. With this COVID, absolutely every retail store way of the store operations has changed completely. At the entry only, everybody is providing sanitization, everybody's checking the temperature, ensuring every customer to wear a mask. You rightly said the trials part, which was like part and parcel of the retailer's life that people should try whether they'll buy it or not. But nowadays, it is something which we also avoid that we should not try. So yes, we have to build that confidence among them. Every process has changed. We have to, and giving the confidence that yes, we are doing all the things which is necessary. We are taking all precautions which are necessary. So it could be a campaign promo. It could be connect with the customers. It is a personal talking to them. So and there is definitely a complete changeover in the standard processes which we used to define. So now the SOPs has to be strictly adhered. Here earlier it could be limited to the extent of convenience factor. So those are the challenges which I think are very big. Now we can't pull the crowd. So as I said earlier, we have to go to the customers, online media or cataloging, making a cataloging and providing to the customers, giving them convenient tools that they can talk and shop from their home. So that's the mode of new medium which is going on. So adapting technology where we could have enhanced more of customer engagement platform. So that's a wider learn experimentation researches are going on in that field. I think inventory is again a very important field where right now every retailer is struggling because they have a complete season going and they were not able to
Mhm.
sell it. So how to go ahead and continue that inventory? Should we liquidate that? So managing those inventories, people are taking as per their requirement. They are taking action. So this is again a very crucial part which all retailers are doing. And yes, unnecessary cost, unnecessary production, everybody is avoiding. So this is the fair points there, the fair steps which every retailer can take because business will definitely revive in some time. So these are the steps I believe everybody is taking. They should take.
Mhm. Would you like to suggest something to the students who are listening, to the people who are listening, that what they have to work on to work in a corporate, not only a retail, but any corporate on any profile, what they want to work. Even these things help us in running a business also. If they wants to become an entrepreneur, then also how what things they have to work on so that they can run their business smoothly or they do their job very smoothly.
Um, okay, Savish. I believe as a student, as a professional also, I believe there has to be agility and work with flow tendency with each and everyone. We should not stick to one point. We should keep on adapting to the environment. We should look for challenges. Right now, for current scenario, COVID is going on. We never expected that, and the entire way of working has changed. We are digitally connecting with everybody. We are doing virtual classes right now. We are taking virtual trainings. So we this is one of the smallest things which we are proposing. So I think we should be very open-minded. We should always ensure that there will be challenges, there will be issues, but we should think on those points. We should not stick that yes, we have to do in that manner. If did, we need to work, we need to change our workflow pattern. So I think this one is one of the things. Confidence, which every management student should always wear. This is the quality of each and every management student and beat it. If you have done mistake and you are accepting that mistake, that is again. So when interviewers coming to the college, they don't look for your job profiles because you are fresher. They don't look for your complete knowledge on your books. They look for your personality. They look for your confidence, how you speak, how you take them, how you're gonna represent them. So this is one of the beauty which you should always carry along. Uh, third thing, I'll say prioritization of your work. Right now, you have your own personal priorities, but this is most important point while consideration in the regular job profiles. Have when you are doing your business or when you are into the service part, you will come across many tasks where you have to wisely choose, quietly integrate that which which task is more important and we have to finish our time. So we can't work first come first serve basis. You have to analyze situations. You have to work on the situation. You have to right now, and these are the skills you can't develop in a day. You can learn in a day. It will become your habit once you start your initial phase. So if you start right now, you will develop those skills. When you come to the job profiles, you will be like very normal to those things. So you know you will be aware of what needs to be done right now, what needs to be prioritized. So I think that's one thing. Uh, Fourth thing is understanding customer, interact with many of the people other than your friends, other than your families, because any work environment, be it retail, be it sales and marketing, be it HR, everywhere you have to connect with people. You should know people really well. Everything going on mobiles, talking on mobiles will not solve our real life purpose. So I think as I believe you also interact with customer on a daily basis. So you'll get to know every time a customer comes in, by looking at them, you'll get to know what choice preferences they have. So that's the way we should actually learn the consumer or people behavior. Uh, Keep educating yourself, keep learning new things. It is very much needed. Somehow it will always ensure. And I think question more often why I am doing this, why I should do it, why should I do this, why OB theories, why I am reading this theory, what is the real implication of that theory, what is the real implication of this four piece. So all these things, while because I look at triple IM, I look at all the faculty members. Nobody is there who will not answer you. So if you'll ask, but they can always solve your queries, they can always develop you when you ask more. So keep asking why it is happening. Why there has to be a kida in the mind who keep crippling and keep looking for answers everywhere. So I think if you go for more often ask question, you look into the real life implications, you sort out for the real life examples. It will help you building your qualities, enhancing your identifying your own strength and weakness, which you can work in your real life environment and you can choose the right field to go ahead in your life. So I think these are more more of the basic points which everybody should start building right now to go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. It was very learning talking to you. Since I am into a retail and I'm not doing my work on a very wider platform, but since you're working for whole North, I have learned a lot from you. Thank you, Triple M. Thank you, Shivangi ma'am, for being with us. Thank you, Triple M, for giving me an opportunity to talk to you and to learn. And I hope others also have must be something they have been learned. This conversation must be a learning experience for all of them. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
all
you,
for joining
Sarvesh.
us.
Thanks, Sarvesh. Thanks again for giving me this platform. Thanks again, Triple M Fraternity, for this wonderful opportunity. I believe this is the right thing which everybody will gain out of this. This absolutely will give our students more edge to enter in the real life world, to communicate, to be well armed when they'll face the real challenges. So
Yeah.
thanks all. Thanks, Sarvesh, for wonderful conversation.